Hi, it's Yoel, your best friend. How are you doing? I'm just checking up on you to make sure that everything is alright, but do you have a moment to talk? Because I would really like to discuss with you how great this year has been. I don't know if you remember, but this has been the year where Onision falsely copyright claimed one of my videos about him that was in total fair use because I gave him a proper critique. And you see, the thing is though, it wasn't Onision the copyright claimed it in the beginning. It was actually the YouTube automation bot. They were just letting know Onision that I used a couple of his clips that anybody can find on his YouTube channel for free, which is completely understandable. You know, the system ain't perfect, but the system works. So I thought as soon as Onision sees that the YouTube automation bot made a little mistake, he was gonna let the copyright claim go and, let me be the right copyright claim holder as things should be. But Onision decided that the copyright claim that the bot detected is valid, so therefore he thinks that he can just keep the monetization on that video. Which, I'm sorry, but that video has a lot of views, which means it made a lot of money. And this makes me so angry. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, takes money from your best friend, Yoel Silver. So since he wants to be, abusing the copyright system, I decided maybe I should, review his books, because he published 3 of them, but I didn't feel like reading his books because apparently they're really bad. So what I did was I read his reviews on Amazon, and I reviewed the reviews on his book, because that's really creative, ladies and gentlemen. And one of his fans found one of those videos, and one of his fans said, "Oh, well, if you're so smart, why don't you write your own book?" Excuse me? You want me to write my own book? Because I did. I did write my own book. And because Onision still holds the copyright claim to my video, which means that he's making all the monetization on that video, I need to somehow get compensated for all of the money that he took away from me. So what I want to do today is I want to read you this book. And this book is free. I'm not selling this book. And this book is inspired by Onision. So it's not about Onision, but it's inspired by Onision. And so you can somewhat say that it's based off a true story. So are you guys ready to read along my book, my long anticipated book? Because I am super excited to read this today with you. Thank you. Thank you for being such a good friend and allowing me to share this moment with you. This book is actually, I'm really proud of myself, so. All right. There once was an onion who lived banished on top of a mountain overlooking the city of views. Every night, the onion looked down upon his mountain and declared, "You don't like me and banish me to this mountain because you're all hearing impaired. I am the most honest onion in the land." So, it seems that he lives on top of a mountain because people just don't like him because he seems to be a little bit too honest. A lot don't know, but the onion was banished to the mountain for never having a filter. Always says what's on his mind, as if what he thinks about is glitter. Most of the time, the stuff he says is bitter. And here you can see on this page that he's telling this pregnant person that they're getting fat. But clearly this person is just pregnant. Does he not have a filter, you guys? He just says whatever's on his mind. Okay, so, a lot of people in the city of views find it so strange. But it must be this way, as he seems deranged. The only thing they can do is discuss, and they did so by making videos en masse. So it seems like everybody in View City agrees that such a person that has no filter on his opinions, because they're just really edgy, horrible opinions, should be banished, because sometimes just saying mean things is not all right. So they all agreed, they all came to a conclusion that he should be banished to the mountain because it's only fair. The people of View City would say they don't understand why the onion is always irate. In every video he received a proper critique, but that set off a chain of bad events and ticks. Oh, look at that. The onion doesn't want to go on top of the mountain. The onion wants to be where everybody else is, and the police is pushing him up there because he's just misbehaving all the time, right? So that's why he's getting pushed up there. You would think he would learn his lesson, but he doesn't. He keeps keeps not learning. It's crazy. The Onion, on top of his mountain, he would watch these videos, but he didn't like the opinionos of the people in the city of views. So he came up with a plan. Tomorrow when they wake up, they will regret this sham, he shouted. I'll copyright claim everybody. I don't care. I bend the rules and spread my peanut butter and jam where I can. I am the oniest onion. Why does no one understand? This is so stupid. Upon the next morning, the people of the city of views were amuck. How could such an onion copyright claim so many? Such behavior is not ordinary. It really isn't. The fact that he copyright claims everybody, this onion over here, not Onision in real life. They're not related. They're not the same person. But the fact that this onion copyrighted everybody in View City, come on now. This onion's misbehaving again. The people in View City were quite frankly all upset because this means the onion just made some serious bank. He copyright claimed so many. He's about to make it rain on View City. Because you see, when you copyright claim everybody, like a lot of people, even if their video only makes $1, if you copyright claim 1,000 of them, then that's like $1,000. I'm just doing simple math. And that's exactly what the onion did. He bought the entire supply of kombucha in View City. All the residents said, is all of this really necessary? Like look at all of those kombuchas. Like, he has so many packages on top of his mountain, and everybody in the city is just saying, dude, chillax. The onion, to retaliate, pretended to have mental breakdowns while pouring kombucha on himself, uncontested. He would say things like, never make fun of me again, or I'll take all your monetary gains and pour this kombucha down the drains. And that's what he's doing with everybody's copyright claim money that he got from View City. You see, he's taking all the money and just buying kombucha. Maybe everybody in View City should just invest in kombucha stocks. Everyone in View City just didn't understand. They were trying to help the onion become a better man. But instead he said pewy with their plans. So they all turned off their cameras and signed off goodnight, hoping for a better tomorrow, hoping that the onion one day finds the light. We can only hope that everything ends good, right? It has now been a couple months. The onion man is still in a fuss. You see, what he did that one swift night was abusing the system that was used to be set up right. The people of View City set up a copyright system for anyone to use, but the onion seemed to think that he can just abuse. These systems are not set up for people to abuse, okay? And the people of View City are probably getting tired of this. I know I would be. One day, the onion went out in town. With his newfound fortune, he knew nobody would dare call him a clown. He went to the local liquor store to buy some wine that he was buying on somebody else's dime. But when he walked into the store, he actually walked in on a scene of a crime. Oh no, it seems like the onion's about to find himself in some legal troubles pretty soon over here. It seems like since the onion took everyone's income away, the crime rate in the city of views has gone array. And with nobody to blame, it goes unnoticed, except for the onion who abused the copyright system on purpose. The criminal who was robbing the place told the onion, "You're going to have to take the fall for this mess, or I'ma leave you with lead in your brand new vest." Wow. This thief is not playing around. The onion does as the man says, because the man seems to have a weapon, and this liquor store is a scary place. This book has suspense, action, everything. Like a murder mystery, maybe? Who knows? I'm a really good writer, wouldn't you say? The man flees through the back of the store as the onion has to deal with an unusual bet sore, because tonight he will be sleeping not on his mountain bed, but on a cold stone floor. Oh no, the horror. Look at that. They even got him with the water guns. It doesn't seem like it's gonna end up good for our hero. As the day for his court date arrived, He stood there in the trial of his peers for something he swears he was being bribed. Look at that. He's even saying, I didn't do it. He looks at the jury and pleads, I was set up by someone else who's the real thief. I am innocent, I say. I am the most honest onion, by the way. He thinks that just because he's always honest, people are just gonna like him or something. And that can somehow get him out of trouble. Unfortunately, we live in an emotional world where people put emotions into things sometimes, and that's something that he doesn't ever seem to take into account. The specific onion man, the onion man in my story, not Onision, not to be confused with him. They're not the same people, but this is a story inspired by Onision, but this onion is not Onision. Just want to make that very clear. But the jury didn't care because they were tired of his shit, and since he abused the copyright system, this is them just returning the favor. It's called politics. Uh-oh. Seems like this is the part where human emotion gets in the book. Okay. They told the Onion that the evidence is clear. Somebody who abuses the copyright system made to protect is also somebody who would rob a liquor store for his own benefit. Are they wrong in their conviction? I mean, we know that he's innocent, but the people of U City didn't know, and they're just going off of someone's actions because, believe it or not, your actions shape your future. So everything you do in the past is what's going to happen to you in the future. The Onion was sentenced back to his mountain, but this time to never come back again, as this gives him the greatest pain. Because all the Onion ever needed was a friend, but instead his action make him an unlikable person. Because not having any friends is the same as going to prison. The moral of the story goes, if you burn your bridges, nobody will come save you in your worst. So be kind and do right by others. So when your day comes when you need help, you will be honored. I really hope you enjoyed my book. It is free to download. The link is in the description. If you want to make your own copy, you totally can. Anybody can download this and do whatever they want with it. You can even make sequels to this. I do not care. This is my gift to you. Do whatever you want with this. So I really hope you had a really good time today, reading my book with me. And I would really appreciate if you would give this video a like if you enjoyed the video. This is not my first Onision video, so if you want to get caught up, I made a playlist down below. And happy holidays, and thank you guys for making this year a really good year.